So, Guus and I just got off the boat. It's Saturday morning, and we'll do a small round on the pontoons. Morning, Guus.
Yeah, hi, Eli.
So, what do you think are the stories developing today?
We are going to walk along the pontoon, look at the faces of the skippers, of course, to see if they have slept well. New points, they have a big list, so there will be developments, but slowly, but very important.
And we have somebody who is a potential non-starter.
Yeah, somebody is very old, and well, there are some reasons, and it's a bit of a shame. But on the other hand, it might be wise not to let him start.
So
It's a long way. Yes.
So there's a lot of activity going on, not on a southern man. Maybe we can find Graham for a comment later on. Jean-Luc is doing his round too. Good morning, Ayrton.
Good morning, Eli.
And there's a lot of stuff going on your boat, so what's happening?
Well, this morning we got here at 6 a.m. We got all the stuff out of the boat for our safety inspection. Fortunately, for the inspectors, they had a gap before 10 o'clock. Shortly after 8, we started our inspection and it finished in a couple of hours. And I have about 4 or 5 issues which I must do. One of them is I have been picked up for this rope. It's apparently Dyneema, I hadn't realized.
So that's the tackle and blocks for your running backstage.
That's right, which I went and got some more rope to replace that. And the other thing is one of my bungs on the sink wasn't attached to the lever, so I'm going to do that next. Also, my high energy food wasn't accepted because it doesn't have the numbers on it. So we're just going to go and get that. And the final thing is when I plugged in my emergency floodlight, the plug failed. So that is the last thing that I must organize to fix. But other than that, everything else was okay. I mean, we had checked it a couple of dozen times beforehand. And but anyway, it's all okay. We are on top of it.
So you passed, and
Yes.
only small advisory items left.
Exactly. Yes.
So congratulations.
Thank you very much.
A big
indeed.
step to the green card. Eh?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure, Eli.
So Clara comes in. There's always something to do at the dock. Let's see if we can grab a rope from then, eh? So here we see 2 empty spots. So the first one is Abilash's boat, and the second one is our big friend Pat Lawless, the Irish guy. So apparently he went out and he has to do a solo 300 miles. So we'll see him in a bit over 2 days probably. So it's quite interesting, eh, Guus? The orange boats attract the most attention. Let's ask her how come. Good morning. So what we think is quite interesting is that the orange boats have always the most attention. So each time when we come up the dock,
Yes.
this boat and Coconut's boat,
Yes.
their crowd is...
Yes, and they're eager to chat to you as well. It doesn't matter what nationality they are. Today it's been nice. We've had the English come out, so yeah, it's certainly an attraction.
Good. So it's wonderful to see anyway.
Yes, beautiful day for it as well, and it's nice talking to people.
Yes.
And they're very technically interested, which is good. They're not just coming out to see a boat. A gentleman there was measuring the rig and he was admiring things. I think he's building his own boat and he was cribbing some ideas, which is great, you know, because this is the stuff that people want to do.
Absolutely. So thank you very much for your comment.
Thank you.
Zijn we recht achter ons.
What's your destination?
positive off first, or negative off first, and positive off.
Negative off first.
Yeah.
And positive off, which.
Casquette.
Ah bah c'est bon ça, ouais, avec
Voilà,
sans
là,
casquette,
c'est bien,
c'est
ça.
pareil. Comme ça au moins, on a toute une série.
Yeah, so I had some trouble with the SSB on my trip over. I had some connection, but it wasn't strong. And I knew something was up, and it's probably because of me. So these guys came out and absolutely crushed it. Like, my gosh, they took the tuner apart, they tested it, they found some issues, and then we fixed all of it, and now it's high power, it's loud, the speaker is better, everything is perfect. Yeah.
Well done.
So I'm very happy and thankful.
So yeah,
These guys
those
are
French are on it, eh?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
epic. Yeah, they're really on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So cool that they just go out and help you guys.
it's way too nice.
Yeah. I think that's the spirit of the GGR too.
yeah, I think so too.
So thank you.
Yeah, man. How are you been?
So a bit of behind the scenes of Cool Nautics International. Welcome to the studio. So it's all about bits and bytes, of course, and getting them off the camera and safely stored so that you can actually use it. So right now I'm working on the getting the data of the main camera, so the big camera. So everything we do with the big camera you won't see, only small bits and pieces, and some special stuff we do. But we need to manage it all. So at this moment we are walking towards Abylash, and let's see if we can get a report from Dick Copeland. Good afternoon, Dick. We're very close to the shed of your big friend Abylash.
You just hear the sound, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So how are things going? It looks wonderful.
Yeah, it's going great. So the hull part is done. The chain plate is on. So in principle, you can sail the boat again. Only there's a big hole in the deck because we have to mount several things from outside, inside first before we close it. So the only bottleneck was the push pit. We should like to have it bolted through, but it's too late. So now we make plywood reinforcements under so we can screw it in. And if I don't trust it completely, we will laminate the 4 foot extra on the deck. But I think we have got big enough material because there's plywood already in, 18 mil, and then there's glass, and then we put another plywood with some glass. So then it's about this thick. And I think with just normal cut screws that will hold as well.
Okay, that sounds really good. So from a constructional standpoint of view, Dick, because obviously it's one of the first questions people ask, how strong is this nose in relation to the nose that was originally on there?
I think it's about 15 to 20% stronger than it was. Because original they used a lot of chop materials. So just quite the lowest grade glass fiber you can get. And we use that only for the first 2 layers to get a nice looking finish. But for the rest we only use combi materials. So it's this material is about 1.5 times at least stronger than the original. And we use the same thickness.
Okay, so from a designer standpoint of view, you are very happy?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for this update, Dick, and I'm very happy that I see you laughing.
Yeah, me too.
So with high water you can see how close we actually live to the village. So we live right across the press tent, which is quite interesting because we can use the press Wi-Fi as long as it's switched on. So yeah, that's cool.
Dans pas longtemps, hein. In English in the text.
Bonjour, Jean-Luc.
Bonjour.
An honor to speak with you for us. This time you will not be a competitor.
No.
So that leaves all the time to look at all the other boats. And how do you think that that people are working with it, with all the experience that the last edition gave them?
There is a lot of people who read books about the first edition. For example, Tapio translates completely my book with Google, and I think they try to learn what happened on the first edition. This time they start a little bit later in September, so it will be probably easier in the Indian Ocean. And I am looking at boats. Some boats are very, very well prepared. Some others are not very well prepared. So everybody is able to do something in this race. It is what it is interesting. So the boats are quite similar, and after we will see after the fourth.
So with your 12 times Cape Horn,
Yeah.
which boat from a technical standpoint of view, so not from a human standpoint of view, but from a technical standpoint of view, would be your favorite boat?
In the race?
Yes.
In the race, if I had to choose a boat, I chose Tapio's boat. But I changed the mast, I changed the rigging, and I don't have 3-roller furling. I make a lighter boat, as light as possible. As it is the lightest boat of the fleet, it is also the maximum draft of the fleet, and I think it is a very good boat. But I think it can be some surprise with Kirsten. Kirsten, she has a strange boat, quite the reverse of Tapio, very heavy, but a lot of sails, and very strong, with a bowsprit which is about 1.5 meters, and a very big Genoa in front. So it is interesting. So if I had to enter in the race with another boat than the Rustler, I would choose, I don't know, probably Tapio's boat.
Okay.
And if I was a little bit younger, because this boat is a little bit narrow and it is not easy to come inside, outside, and so on. It is meant for a young guy.
Okay. So last race, when you came back, you were 20 years younger than when you went out to sail. So will we see you back in 26?
Yeah.
For the race?
No. No, I think it is finished for this kind of race. I don't like so much this kind of boat, you know. They are old, they are not. They have not a good speed. They are not flying downwind. It was a big fun to do the race because it was to come back to what I have seen and what I have looked when I was younger. But for the GGR, for me, it is the end of the story.
Okay. So thank you very much, Jean-Luc.
You are welcome.
À bientôt.
À bientôt.
Yep, and we'll be here all day. Okay. Tomorrow, mainly, we're doing Damien's stuff tomorrow. Okay. Later, do you know, like, well, I'm here every day.
Hello.
Hello.
Who are you?
I'm Jake.
Hi, Jake.
Eleonore.
Hi, Laura. So we're sitting on Glass Globe 580 of Don Trekker, it's the number one. So you looked thoroughly around.
Yeah.
What do you like about the boat?
I don't know.
It's functionable and
Yeah,
very interesting how
Yeah.
it's like small, but it's quick. I would say. I mean, I don't know if it's quick, but
It's easy to understand where are all the things of the boat and
Yeah.
everything.
yeah.
Would you like to sail on her once?
Yes.
Have you asked Don already?
He said we
Yeah,
can.
say
Yeah.
we-
Oh, you can. That's cool. And will he help you, or do you need to have somebody helping you?
I think he will help us.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, because you live very close by, eh?
Yes, that's true.
Yes, yes. Okay, so that would be a cool adventure then.
Yes, it would be awesome. Yeah.
So how many oceans have you crossed already?
I've done the Atlantic twice.
Wow.
And yeah, that's all.
And on what kind of boat was that?
A Scorpio 72.
Okay.
Yeah,
Together with Laura Decker, right?
that's right.
Okay, so that must have been an interesting experience.
It was very cool. Yeah.
Okay. And you?
I didn't travel a lot with boat. But
Okay. Maybe in future then.
yeah, in future.
Okay. Thank you very much for this very short but nice interview. And we'll see you later probably.
Yeah.
Hi. So we just had a wonderful interview with Edward, and we're walking on the pontoon quite slowly. It's Saturday and it's quite busy, so that's very cool. So this was a long day, Gus, but I think we are ending it. So how was your first day at the pontoon?
Super nice.
Good, good. So tomorrow is Sunday. This will be a very different day because we will go out ourselves and do some swimming, and yeah, let's see how things go from there.
It was all very smooth and sympathetic. People taking their time, you know, for explanations. And, super nice. Yeah. And it was super nice to everybody. So that's good.
So to be continued.
On pourrait faire beaucoup mieux que ça. Levez les mains, main droite, main gauche, plus haut. Puis,